Checking if you can hear me okay. The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Philippine Stock Exchange has launched an investigation into PLDT stock trading activity in relation to the company's budget overrun. We have with us today over Zoom PSE President and CEO Ramon Monzon to discuss this further. Sir Mon, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. What have you found so far?
Sean, yeah.
Yes,
okay.
have you found...
I want to clarify something, Sean. First of all, okay, there are two aspects of the inquiry or investigation, as you might call it, okay? The first part is the trading of the PLDT shares right before the disclosure, and maybe even for periods before that. That investigation is being done by the regulatory arm of the Philippine Stock Exchange, which is the Capital Markets Integrity Corporation of CMIC. So they're the ones investigating the trades, if there are any fraudulent or insider trading. CMIC is totally independent of PSE. Okay. The other aspect of the inquiry or investigation is, was there sufficient disclosure? Was there timely disclosure? Was there accurate disclosure? That's what the PSE is inquiring into. We've sent clarificatory requests or letters to PLDT. In addition, we have also sent them shock cause letters to answer some of the points we've raised regarding their disclosure.
All right. Regarding that first thing with the CMIC that you were saying, what is the timeline with regard to that investigation of the so-called, insider trading, quote unquote, or to make it sound easier for our listeners, just basically the trading on Friday before the disclosure, which was done right before 4 p.m. I have read some articles quoting you, Sir Mon, and it said that you have not found anything out of the ordinary. But if we look at the intraday chart, we see a rapid or a lot of a sell-off before the close.
Right. Well, okay. Again, investigation of actual trades are done by CMIC. Why am I able to say that on the surface, it doesn't appear that there was any insider trading? I've asked for a report from CMIC on their initial, investigation into the Friday trades. When you talk about insider trading, what comes into mind is trading by officers, major shareholders, directors. So when I say on the surface, there does not appear to be any insider trading as reported to me by CMIC, it's because the sellers of PLDT stocks prior to the disclosure, that Friday closing period, were really foreign brokers and not individual. Foreign brokers, mostly institutional investors. Now, I say on the surface because, again, we need to find out who are these who are the ultimate or beneficial owners of the accounts traded by these institutional investors. So that is something that CMIC will have to undertake, probably together with the SEC.
All right. Of course, you are also required to report to the SEC with this joint kind of investigation, let's call it loosely, between you guys, the CMIC, and of course the SEC. When can we expect the results to come out?
Okay. I think the Friday, well, number one, I think the CMIC and SEC will have to send requests to the foreign brokers to identify who the, I guess, beneficial owners of the account they traded for are. So I don't know how long that will take. It should not take long, especially if it's the regulator or SEC that requires a broker to, provide that information. On the disclosure side, on the PSE side, whether there are any disclosure violations that pertain to PLDT, we've given them a deadline until Friday to reply to our show cause order. So we will be evaluating the reply to our show cause letters.
All right. Of course, there's a lot of reports on this available in different online publications as well. Some reports say that in October, PLDT already knew or started their own investigation into this budget overrun. But of course, it was only disclosed last Friday, December 16. Is this one of the things that you are looking into, sir?
Correct, Sean. I mean, we're trying to determine if there were reports of this I guess, unreported capital expenditures, or as PLDT calls budget overruns, and there were investigations conducted, the whole month of November. The question arises, should that have been disclosed much earlier than last Friday? So that is what we're trying to get to the bottom of.
All right, one last question, Sir Mon. Worst case scenario, would there be any reason to suspend the trading of PLDT stocks given all these ongoing developments, all these inquiries or parallel inquiries by the regulator, of course, by your independent analysts as well as the local bourse?
At this point in time, I see no reason for suspending the trading in PLDT stocks. The disclosure has been made, so all the investors, the whole market is aware of the status. Perhaps when the final results of the investigation are completed and the PLDT submits the results of their final internal investigation, there might be a need to suspend, the trading until that information is disseminated to the public.
All right.
But at the moment,
yes,
I see no reason to suspend it.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Still a lot of moving parts with regard to this specific case. Thank you so much for your time. Ramon Monzon, PSE President and CEO, joining us live over Zoom. Thank you, sir. One News Now will be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here. This is still One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Terminals are feeling the Christmas rush as passengers arrive in droves. Let's get the latest from Gio Robles, who's reporting to us live from the Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange, or PITX. Gio, how's it going over there?
Hi Sean, glad to see you. Just like every holiday season, passengers looking to go home should pack patience as passenger volume continues to increase here at the PITX. As of 1 p.m., the PITX logged over 61,000 passengers. That number is expected to increase to 170,000 tomorrow or on Friday, December 23. PITX spokesperson Jason Salvador says all bus trips are nearly fully booked. For walk-in passengers, it means they'll have to wait longer to be accommodated. Some chance passengers at PITX even stayed in the night with hopes of scoring a ticket, like Sita, who wishes to visit her ailing father in Davao City.
Sana naman pag may mga tao na may mag-assist na para naman hindi haba yung pila.
Yung isa pong ticketing booth, ngayon lang po nagkatao, like around 5-ish. So like there was a line po na was hold po because of the staff.
Most of the passengers who booked trips at the terminal are bound for Baguio, Quezon, Bicol, Mindoro, Iloilo, and Davao City. Vaccination cards are not required in PITX, but passengers are still advised to bring them in case LGU officials ask. Face masks are also not mandatory, except inside buses and other public utility vehicles. The PITX management, meanwhile, is asking for understanding from the public as some bus trips may be delayed due to heavy traffic in Metro Manila.
For example, kung biyaheng Quezon yan ng alas 2, for example, kung hindi nila mapuno, iuusog lang nila sa susunod na biyahe. Sayang naman kasi yung biyahe, kung paalisin nila at hindi puno, mahihirapan kasi bumalik. Yung turnaround kasi ngayon ng mga pampubliko sa sasakyan, medyo challenge na rin dahil sa heavy traffic na nararanasan sa Metro Manila.
For chance passengers bound for Baguio, Batangas, and Quezon, ticket booths are located at the ground floor, while tickets for Bicol, Leyte, Bohol, Oriental Mindoro, Iloilo City, Romblon, Davao City, and Zamboanga are sold at the second floor. Sean, just an update. As of 4 p.m., the PITX management logged over 87,000 passengers, and that number continues to increase as more people spending Christmas in their respective provinces continue to arrive here at the PITX. Right now, these are live pictures at one of the entrances at the land port. Sean, security here is tight. Passengers you are seeing are going through security check, especially with their carry-on items and luggages. PITX management, meantime, advised passengers heading here tonight or in the coming days to be an hour early or more before their scheduled trips amid heavier traffic on roads leading to the PITX, just like EDSA and Rojas Boulevard. Sean, that's all for now from my end. Back to you.
All right, Gio, just one quick question. Is it better to book tickets in advance? Is that being advised, or should they go early if they have not, pre-booked any tickets yet for their trips back home?
Well, it's better to book your trips in advance, but the question is, are there still available tickets? Hello, Sean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The question is if there are still available tickets for you. Now, for some chance passengers here, it's all about luck if they can still board a bus heading to the provinces. Sean, but the PITX management assured that all passengers will be accommodated and be accommodated before Christmas. Sean.
All right, thank you for clearing that up, Gio. So still better to make sure you have a trip or a seat on a vehicle heading out to wherever you're going before heading over to the PITX 1 hour early. Thank you so much for that update from the PITX. That's Gio Robles. And for more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.